Hey there, it's Eric from Edrumcenter here, and we're going to unbox the Roland TD-50K2, which came out in April 2021. And we would have had a unboxing video sooner than this, but the kit's been back ordered for basically since they came out. This is the first time we had an extra one that wasn't already sold. And would this kit sell like a couple days after we unboxed it? Just
Yeah.
this is the only one we had.
Couldn't have been longer than four days.
Yeah, we would have liked to have had a little longer time with it. This is actually our second, technically our second go around with this kit, because we actually, strangely enough, had a customer trade one in.
Yeah.
Right, a few months, maybe 3 or 4 months after they bought it, and then that, of course, that kit sold within like a day or two. Yeah, it was very fast. So here's Andy. What is this? Like 500,000 speed?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I was in a hurry.
Wow, you were in a rush.
Yep.
So Andy's gonna put the kit together in super speed, so it's not an hour and a half long video, and so we're gonna talk about it. So the kit, like I said, came out April 2021. It's the replacement for the TD-30K. No.
It's the replacement for
TD-50K.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, that was only 10 years ago.
K2.
TD-50K. And what's different about it from the original version is the module is the TD-50X, which is the upgraded TD-50. Has all new sounds, about 4 times as many sounds as the 50. It has VH14D digital hi-hat support, and this kit also comes with a VH14D digital hi-hat, of course. But the other thing that makes it different is it's got the thin crashes, the 14 and 16 thin crashes, which is just typically more of a playable cymbal than the previous version. I think
technically the rack's a little different now too.
Didn't the K come with a 12-inch crash and a 13-inch crash, which were the thicker?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so these are it's a big upgrade on the cymbals side of things.
Yeah, out of all the
I forgot about that until I
there.
forgot I had done that. Sorry. I don't know why I thought that was so funny. So what the kit comes with overall, since we're kind of skirting around that subject, is it's got the T50X module, VH14 hi-hats, CY14C thin, CY16C thin crashes. You've got the CY18DR for the ride. For snare, you've got the PD140DS digital snare. And then for toms, you've got 3 PDX100s for all the toms.
And you got the KD140 kick drum.
KD140, which is a great kick drum that has been around since about 2013. It's probably one of the quieter Roland kick drums out right now, as far as the
it's definitely the quietest.
The pad.
It has the mesh pad.
So the full mesh pad with 14-inch mesh head on it, and it feels really good to play. Actually, I think I had one of the K140s for a couple of years. I really liked it. It was small, smaller than the bigger 22s and 18s that are out now. But so everything on it is a great triggering drum or cymbal. The rack is the MDS Grand 2.
Yeah. Which the main difference with that is just the tom holders look a little different.
A little different, yeah. It's very slight different. And one thing I noticed on the rack between the MDS Grand and the MDS Grand 2 is it doesn't seem like they're stringing the cables through the rack.
No, they quit doing that, yeah.
They quit doing that, and I'm not sure why. Maybe in the comments, if you guys want to like Roland to start doing that again, say that.
Let them know.
Yeah, it might be an option in case somebody wants to do a left-handed setup, or maybe they just took it out to make it easier. I'm not sure, but you did the setup, Andy. Why don't you
Tell us how fun it
give
was
us,
to put that rack together.
give us some stuff that you thought would be good to talk about as far as setting the kit up?
Well, where do I start with that? I mean, to me, it didn't really feel any like super special as far as like any other kit setting up. It wasn't too hard. I feel like when did we do this? Because it's been a few weeks.
About 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. Really? Gosh, it feels way longer than that. So I'm gonna have to sit here and watch this because I don't. I feel like I ran into something where I had to redo. Like I got ahead of myself because I think I've said this before in our videos. I don't read directions, so I get in there and start doing it and realize that I did something.
You still do a pretty good job.
Wrong. Yeah, but sometimes you hit that. You know, like, oh man, that was supposed to go on first, so you have to redo everything.
Yes, that's why I do glance at the directions nowadays because I usually do it wrong the first
Yeah,
time.
I still screw them up even looking at the diagram.
I'd just rather save myself the work.
Yeah, sometimes you have to like slide on something, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, so that's
I've already put like the cross piece on, so I have to take it all off. I
funny
don't know
you
if
bring
I did
that
it
up.
this time.
The customer that bought this kit actually hit us up on chat and was asking how to mount that
Oh yeah,
the floor tom, the
floor
third tom,
Mm-hmm.
and you know he didn't realize that you had to just slide that clamp on
Mm-hmm.
with the little T-clamp off the leg on the right side,
Yeah.
and yeah, that's all it was. So
Yeah.
I don't think that
Yeah,
comes on.
It's been a second, so I'm gonna have to remember like how this went.
Learn something new every day.
I like how there's people like doing lawn work outside the window.
You got to do it.
Yeah,
That stuff will
it's
grow.
spring.
It looks like they need to do it again. Look at those bushes out there.
That's it. Close the blinds. We're getting distracted.
It's relevant.
It is.
He's already got the module mount on there too, as you can see on the right
Mhm.
there, and you know it's pretty sturdy too for how big the 50 module is. You can, because I know when I first looked at it, I was like, is that gonna be able to hold the module? And it held it super
It's like
well.
that's included. Like you
Yeah.
don't have to have an entire separate stand to put your module on.
Yeah.
I feel like most kits don't. I think.
What do you guys think about the rack in
Interesting
general? Since we're that's what we're putting together here.
I think right there, that interesting tom mount. It's not like the other ones. It has those little
Yeah, it's actually
teeth
this.
on it.
It's actually like the same mount that I think they use on for like the snare drum on like the
Some of the older, yeah.
the
It's
just a
17
floor
kit
tom
and
mount,
stuff.
though.
Yeah, and that one, like you were saying, you have to slide that onto the rack. It doesn't just like clamp. So make sure you look out for that.
VH14D unboxing. Look.
They exist.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're all in kits, but they exist.
I do like that thing.
Yeah. The day after we sold it, I walked in that room and it was empty. I was like,
Yeah.
I want to play on that thing more.
It feels nice. It reacts nice.
I like the rack a lot though myself. The less clamps, less bars, and everything, the better. It seems relatively simple, in my opinion. Like compared to the 3X, I think maybe the 3X was just weird looking to me, but I like this better. It looks more traditional.
Yeah.
Rack, like nice little like cubby, nice little open spot for your kick drum.
And even though it's
Yeah, that was
it's
hard
not
to
real
get off.
heavy. It's hollow, obviously, and the
Mhm.
clamps aren't. It's just not that heavy of a rack. I didn't think.
Yeah,
I remember
think it was
this.
like 40
I remember
pounds.
this stuff was hard to get off around that cord because, you know, if you were using a blade, it's like wrapped around the cord. So
Yeah, you don't
gotta
wanna
make
cut
sure
it.
not to cut the cord.
PDX 100. PDX 100's been out forever. They play really well. It's a good drum.
Solid.
There's a definition of if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
They're 10s, right?
Unless it's broken. then
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
10.
it
It's
is.
service. You know.
Honestly, I think Roland could probably, for the floor tom, throw in a little bit bigger tom. It doesn't seem like it would. Maybe that's the reason why they want you to go up to the TD-50K2 because it has bigger toms, a little bit heavier duty rack. Squeaky chair. Just a CY18DR.
Digital ride.
You want to talk about the? Let's talk about the module real quick. I mean, that's the heart of the kit. That's where all the sounds are coming from.
Is this TD-50 any different than any other TD-50, like the one we had before, like the setup in the showroom?
No, that was a V80 706 kit.
Mhm.
Same module.
Same module.
Exact same module.
But it's still the new 50X,
Okay.
Mhm.
I really like it.
which is a huge improvement over the regular 50, in my opinion. Like the sounds and
Yeah.
all that.
We just did an upgrade for a customer
This morning.
this morning on that, and
What are the differences? Just the sounds?
Isn't
it's
it
got
like
about
a
4 times as many.
ridiculous
sounds to
amount
choose
of
from.
new samples.
Most of the sounds
Yeah.
are better than they were originally. It seems like I don't know if they've converted
Higher
it.
bit rate, higher.
Yeah, because
I
if
don't
you
know.
have like old kits on a 50 module, you can't import those kits onto the 50X
Correct.
because the sounds are different, like completely different.
It also gives you way more audio and MIDI over USB. The original 50 had 10 channels, which is pretty good. This one has 32. I mean, that's
Big.
you never run out.
Yeah.
Big.
The other thing too on the 50X that it supports obviously the new digital hi-hat, VH14D.
Mm-hmm.
They've recorded a bunch of extra samples in there to give you more open and close dynamic range, which definitely seems to work.
Yeah, because you can use the VH14s with like a 27 module, but it's not going to be the same experience as a 50X module.
It works
because-
good, yeah, but it definitely
Then if you want the most realistic
For
hi-hat
sure the
sound as
best.
possible,
Yeah.
50X and the VH14D is the way to go. Those people that are super picky about their hi-hat sound, they want the best dynamics possible.
Okay, there's something I don't know what to do.
What are you doing there?
He's like, wow.
Yeah,
I actually
it might be
need to
that
know.
little piece that we didn't
Freeze
know
frame.
what it went to. Do you remember that?
Was that the quick start guide to the rack or something? Because every little piece has its own little manual.
Here, we're talking about it. We're going to show it up close, and you're going to explain what it is because I don't remember.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
is the ferrite core that attaches to. Was it the hi-hat?
I think so. I remember. I didn't know what it was, and that's why
Yeah.
I was trying to.
I
find
looked it up, and apparently, in order for the USB cable to not get interference, like electromagnetic interference,
There it
you have to
is.
attach this piece to the USB cable, and it's supposed to shield it.
Oh, that's the thing that comes with the 50 module, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And we didn't use it. So
Yeah. We're also not in a high
there you go.
area for electromagnetism,
Yeah.
Well, that's good. That's good
like
to know.
the island. I don't know. Let's see. So you guys all like the module pretty well?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
I'm a fan.
I'm really sad we don't have it set up anymore because I know when we had the 706 set up, it was so fun to play on that module, and then we got rid of it, and I was sad. And now we got the 50X.
We didn't get rid of it. Roland picked it back up.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That was their
Yeah, that was their demo kit.
demo prototype kit.
I enjoy just trying to customize sounds. There were a ridiculous amount of options.
Yeah, the
I'm like, what all
availability
you
is
could do.
insane.
That can be good and bad. I mean, it's. I was
Yeah.
just talking to that customer earlier, and he was like, "Yeah, I just want it. I just want more kits that I don't have to go in and edit myself."
Yeah, that
I just
is.
didn't want to do that, and that's
There-
totally.
That's kind of the two kinds of people kind of thing though. It's just like some people who like to really get in there and have endless options, but you know you do run the risk of having of catching optionitis,
Yeah.
which can be a problem. It's like you start in with something and then you just keep going, and then it's but then the other people is like, I just want it to sound good. I don't want to have to do anything.
Exactly.
I do like the sounds on this kit though, or that module, because like with other modules, you can hear it. But I felt like when I was like playing this, it was like you could hear, but also like feel it, like the sounds on it more. Like they just feel like they have more like oomph to them,
Yeah.
I did feel like a lot of the kits though I needed to adjust. Like I didn't like. It was mainly like the snare on a lot of the kits. It was like the more rock sounding kits. I wasn't a huge fan, so I had to get in there and mess with a bunch of them. But the toms, the cymbals, all those were just clean.
But you could
Yeah,
find
that's
something
awesome.
you wanted to change on it, right?
The what?
But you could find something
Oh,
that you wanted.
yeah, absolutely.
And you can also stack stuff. Like you can
Yeah.
you can
I love
put,
that.
And layering and whatnot.
Yeah, the
Mhm.
sub stuff, like on anything, you can put
Mhm.
two sounds that trigger at one time, and you can make your like really super customized sounds. You
Yeah.
can or you can put compression on each thing. Or
Speaking of stuff, the kicks sounded good. I
Effects.
loved all the kick samples.
I like adding a little distortion to some things sometimes. They have that effect in there.
Mhm.
Yeah. I like this
Layering
kit you
in
did.
Reverb,
Compression and
distortion,
distortion, yeah.
delay, compression.
Yeah, I like all the kits that we've made on there.
So
flanger.
one thing it does one-shot samples just like the 50 did. So you could technically load a one-shot sample. Like you could say you have an acoustic snare drum, you have a bunch in the other room.
Sure do.
Just sample that and layer it with one of the other sounds internally.
Mm-hmm.
Make that the centerpiece sound. I think you can. there's a ratio of like internal sound to sample, and we played with that, not extensively, but it seemed to be pretty cool. It really adds a lot of extra depth to things.
It would be better if we did it in like a super controlled room to where we could get a good acoustic sample. Like the last time we did it, it was in like the warehouse, and it just sounded
the old warehouse,
real fun.
right next to our AC unit. That's why we named it AC unit. The AC unit kit, was that on? Is that on
27?
27?
27.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you guys have our T27 kits and you play the AC unit kit, if you listen closely, you can hear a compressor from an AC unit.
Whoa, 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 whoa. In the
It's an
back.
effect. Any other further thoughts on the kit?
I think it's really good in the fact of like for what Roland's prices are now, it's probably the best bang for your buck out of them all, in my opinion.
First kit you can get with TD-50X
Yeah.
and VH14D. Yeah.
And you get the good cymbals too, and kind of like how he said, that kick drum just is super good and super quiet.
Smaller footprint, a little quieter of a kit
Yeah,
than the V80 kits.
If I was personally going to buy
Nice,
a
shiny
kit with a 50
little look,
module, this
good
would be the
finish.
kit I would get. Just because it already has everything. The PDX 100s are great, snare's great, hi-hat's great, cymbals are great. Just a great kit overall.
Good stuff.
Yeah, and we actually just got another shipment today.
Yeah, so
So
by the time this video is up, you may
We
be able to
have
get
one
Yeah, you
available to
might.
ship out
Yeah.
left from that. But Roland has said that coming this summer, we will be starting to get more stock finally. So that's great. So yeah, as far as this kit goes, it's a buy for me. I like it.
It's gonna be a yes for me, Dom.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
If you buy from
Big time.
Edrumcenter, you get all of our custom kits and great customer service.
Yeah, all the kits
Yeah,
we've created for
it's
that module, you get those. We load them on the module if you want.
It's like 25 kits or something like that.
30.
Buy from
30,
Edrumcenter. Subscribe for more videos like this. And we'll see you guys next time.
Peace.
Bye.
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 We love you.
We do.
Mm-hmm.
We love you.